Hey, it's Maddie.
My brain just went blah. It was dial up in my head. Okay.
Hey, it's Maddie.
Hey, I'm Caressa.
You're not watching the Disney Channel right now.
You're listening to
Dreadfully Twisted.
We are back, and we are so sorry for the 2-month hiatus.
We are so sorry. And I literally have a list of Thanksgiving and Christmas themed cases that I wanted to cover, and we didn't even get to record.
It's just the holidays got the best of us.
It did. Like, we were so busy, and then I got sick, and then my mom got sick, so germs everywhere. So
and then I was sick right after Christmas.
Yeah, and then she was sick.
And then I fell down my stairs and broke my tailbone.
Yeah.
So that has not been fun.
It has not been fun. It has not been fun.
It's been like 2 weeks, but like it still hurts. Like, and then now my ankle's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hurt now because your butt's starting to feel better. I'm just like, seriously. Whatever. And then last week we were going to record, but it had to snow like freaking a foot. It felt like.
Yeah.
And the roads were so bad. I'm so glad I didn't drive.
I know, it was icy too everywhere.
Because we went to go get pizza, but we went in Jeremy's truck, and the highway, like 51, was just covered in snow, and he started sliding in his truck. I'm like, why are we risking our lives to get pizza?
The Krusty Krab pizza is
what it was
pizza
for you and me.
That was how the weather was. That was some Krusty Krab pizza weather there.
We did that last year too. The one time it snowed really bad last year, we're like, oh, we're hungry because we didn't have anything in the house last Friday. We had no food because we always get pizza on Fridays, and I wasn't expecting the roads to be that bad. Yeah. And then I know I needed tires, which I got tires on Saturday. I'm like, good, but now I'm fine in snow, but it was just. The roads were so bad, and I was not expecting that. And I was like, we're really, literally risking our lives for pizza when we could have just ate ramen noodles at home or something. But no, here we are, literally risking our lives to go 10 minutes down the road to get pizza.
But was it worth it?
Was the worth it?
Okay, good. That's all it counts.
So we got back. I was like, well, I'm glad we risked our lives for that. And then the sad part about it is we didn't even finish our food from last week.
No.
We literally went in the fridge, and I was like, oh yeah, there's some salad left over from last week.
Oh no.
And then Jeremy's like, what's this other container? And I was like, that's chicken. He was like, chicken, not the chicken. And I was like, I'm sorry, we didn't eat it because we're terrible people. We risked our lives and we didn't eat all the food. And there's still 7 or 8 pieces of pizza left.
That's okay. At least it was worth it that day.
Yeah, but I was like, well, I'm glad because if I would have drove in my car, there was no way I was getting back home because whenever I drove to work on Friday morning, I'm gonna pause this for a second. I could say that it was going terrifying.
I remember the day it was storming, I went on Facebook and I seen everybody saying how bad the roads were. They were like, don't go out if you don't have to.
Yeah.
It was ice, icy.
But I was just sliding on that road.
Yeah.
And my sister, because I picked her up because she lives 30 seconds from me, and she works at that place too. Well, a different office building, but she works at that place too. And because I started, so that's why I'm being kind of But so I asked her because she has a front wheel drive car. Yeah. So I was like, I could take you to work in the morning since I'm working at the office that you normally work at. And she was like, that's fine because her husband needed his car to go to work because he has 4-wheel drive. Yeah. So I drove her and then we were sliding and she's like, it's okay. Just be calm. And I was sliding. I was like, I got it. But I was like, yeah, it's and then she said if we slid at all, we were going back home. I was like, we slid. Are we going back home? She's like, we're literally 2 minutes away. We're not going back home. I'm like, but we slid. We got to go back home. I was so for not working that day. Yeah.
I wouldn't be either. I definitely wouldn't either.
Yeah, so we really meant to record last week and upload an episode last week, so we're very sorry. And I'm from now on, my New Year's resolution is we're going to record at least once a week.
Yes. We're getting on schedule.
Or if we really need to, once every 2 weeks, and we'll just do 2 episodes or something. We'll try to upload every week.
Yes.
And if not, then 2 weeks For sure.
Yeah.
No longer than 2 weeks. But
we'll make sure that we have 2 episodes done if that's the case.
Yeah.
Because we'll have time to do it.
Yeah.
And honestly, another thing is, as soon as I'm done with one case, I'm already going to start researching another one, so I already have it ready.
I didn't realize how much research I had done from my part one. From my part one of the Steven Steiner case.
I was just thinking about that, actually.
I was like working out at lunch because I'm gonna be honest with you, this whole week I've been exhausted.
Yeah.
Today was like the only day where I actually had my energy back. But I've been so exhausted. I don't know if it's because I broke my tailbone and I've just been like lazy the last few weeks and I've been doing nothing, and I never do that. Like normally whenever I come home from like work or something, I'm always doing something and always like, but ever since like Christmas I've just been so sluggish and I'm just like I don't want to do anything, you know. And then so I didn't work on anything, but then today I was like, I feel energized. I was like, I'm gonna do it. And then at lunch I was like, I'm gonna work on this. And then I was reading it and I was like, what is this? Because I had so much written down, but none of it made sense, and it was like all like jumbled together. I finally figured it out, but I'm like, I'm just gonna like, I have a lot of research done already. Yeah. But I know I need to add more, so like I have to like really sit down. Yeah. And, like
go through everything.
It and like write down what I actually need, because some of the stuff I don't even need.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna get it done for next week.
I'm sorry if you guys hear the kittens scratching on their scratching post.
This is exciting. We're at Maddie's today.
Yeah, we're at my house.
So you're going to hear kittens instead of dogs.
Kittens. You might hear a kitten sniffing in the microphone this time.
Which is puppy. They're adorable.
They are. They're a little bad, though, but they're just kittens, so.
Yeah, they're just the babies.
They're just some babies. I don't know any better.
So yeah, we're at Maddie's today, so it's an exciting day.
Yes.
And it's also a really late recording, so I'm like hyper, I guess.
Like the later at night, the more hyper we get.
It's weird, yeah.
It's slap happiness.
I don't know, like I know I'm a night owl, but I could also be a morning owl too.
Yeah.
But it just depends on the day. But at night, I'm like, I don't want to go to bed, like ever.
No,
I'm just
same.
like, I don't want to go to bed. I don't want to. Of
course, when it's time for bed, I don't want to go.
Yeah. And then I can't sleep, and I'm like, I just want to be up right now. Like, really quick, this is really hilarious, because this kind of has something to do with, like, stuff that we talk about. But the one day, it was the 15th, because I had off that day, that Sunday. Jeremy had to work the next day, but I was like, I'm off, and I was like, I'm not tired yet. And I literally sat in my bed looking up old pictures, like, old, like, I probably pull it up on my phone. But I was looking up old maps of towns near us and of like Pennsylvania and stuff, like from like in the 1880s. Yeah. And then I did that for like 2 hours that night. And then I looked at the clock. I was like, oh, it's 3 a.m. And I was like, I should probably go to bed. Then my sister texted me and she was like, hey, she was like, you want to go to Plaza this week? And I was like, sure. And then she's like, what are you doing up? And I was like, I just can't sleep. And then the next day I told Jeremy, I was like, yeah, I was looking up old maps from like places in Pennsylvania from like the 1800s. And he was like, why? I was like, I don't know, because I love history. But the whole reason I was doing that is because I was trying to find information about my house. Yeah. Because how it started was I was looking on Facebook, and then I saw somebody say something about like however many high of ceilings you have is like in the olden days that showed like their wealthy status. Yeah. So I was trying to like find out information about my house so I could figure out like how, because my ceilings are like probably as tall as yours, maybe a little bit more like higher. And I was like, were the people that used to like built my house like wealthy or something? Because these ceilings are like probably like 8-foot, 10-foot ceilings. Yeah. So I was trying to find that, and then I ended up on like the U.S. like U.S. like something website where it had all these old maps that were drawn in like 1880s. And I was looking at that for literally like 2.5 hours. I'm just like, why am I doing this? I could be doing something better with my time right now. That's so funny, because I do the same thing, especially late at night, because like I'll think of something and then I'll just go down farther and farther down the rabbit hole, and it'll be like 5 a.m. and I'm like, oh. And then I was like, I gotta stop this, because I was like, I have to work on Tuesday, and my sleep schedule's already messed up. And I was like, I'm gonna be so tired, and I was so tired. So yeah, that's a little like catch up of the last 2 months of us, I guess. Yeah. Or at least the last 3 weeks or last 2 weeks. Anything else exciting with you before we move on to like the sad case that we have today? Not at all. Okay, well, we brought you up, so now we're gonna bring you right back down. Yeah.
Now into the depressing stuff. Well,
womp womp womp.
Womp womp. Okay, so this is about, I mean, not TM, but not trademarked, but the black metal murderer.
The what?
The black metal murderer. This was Norwegian. I remember I sent you this case like a long time ago, but
yeah, I see cases.
Yeah, I know. It's we read a lot about cases, so you'll probably.
I also bought like 5 books at Barnes and Noble the other day for like true crime cases. So I have all that too.
I love that. That's perfect because then you have like all the information right there.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
So much easier than trying.
Yeah. I know, because you never know, like, if somebody got something wrong or something. It's like, but if it's in the book, I trust it better than the internet.
Yeah, because, like, if you go on, like, Murderopedia or, like, Wikipedia, you know Wikipedia is not right.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, you have to make sure it's correct. And, like, some, like, websites say, like, one thing, another website says another thing, and you're just like, okay, what's right here? He's moving a tunnel because the cats are playing with it, and you can probably hear it crinkling, but it's fine with me.
Okay. Sorry, I had to remove the crinkle tower.
Crinkle, crinkle.
Crinkle, crinkle. Because the kittens are being kittens. And they're
just a baby.
They're just some babies. Okay.
Oh, I can't get over how cute they are.
They are. Their little eyes are so cute.
They're just so cute.
The way that you could tell the difference is girl has like white right on her nose.
Yeah, I was gonna say she has that stripe.
Yeah.
And Maisie doesn't.
And on her back too. Maisie doesn't. Okay. Anyways.
Okay. Getting distracted again.
We were talking about the kittens.
They're so cute.
So, trigger warning, like always. I mean, obviously murder. Do I have to say that? This is a true crime case, but suicide is the other one because that it's triggering a little bit for me. But this is a case, and I totally need to cover this one because it's a wild one. Wild one.
Buckle in.
Buckle in.
Get ready.
Get ready.
Get your blanket.
Yes.
Snuggle up on the couch.
Get your popcorn. Or your Doritos.
Because this isn't the Disney Channel. This is Dreadfully Twisted.
Exactly. Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh. I don't know why I did that. Sorry, it's been so long.
You're pretending to be the live audience that we have here.
Yeah.
Woo!
No, because we never told you that we recorded from a live audience, have we? We're so famous and popular that we have a live audience.
If you hear cheering, that's our giant crowd. Calm down, guys. Calm down.
This is getting so derailed so quickly. Okay, we should just move on. It's taking us like 50 minutes.
We're gonna have to make 2 podcasts. One of us just being us, and the other one just.
I really thought about that. I was like, we should have a podcast where we just talk.
I know, because we're funny.
We talk. We could be comedians.
We could have our own
I was
show.
really thinking that, like, in the car today, I was like, we should start a podcast. We should have this podcast. Start another one where we just talk about stuff.
Yep.
It could be like really deep stuff, or it could just be random stuff because we're funny.
We are.
But that's another topic.
Yeah.
And also coming up with a name with that would be really hard.
Yeah.
Because it took forever to come up with this name.
We'll think of something. It'll come to us.
It will.
Will.
But okay.
Okay. So this takes place in Norway. So I very much apologize if I butcher every single one of these names.
That's okay. But my question is, where's Norway?
Honestly.
Isn't it by like Sweden? That's what I was thinking, because I was like, I think it's by like Sweden or Finland.
Northern Europe.
Oh, I was off, wasn't I?
I was too. I totally thought it was Sweden, actually. But
that was like right next to it.
Yeah.
It would be. Okay, well, I don't know my geography.
Norway became an independent country in 1905.
Ooh. That seems really late.
It does.
That wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
I thought that was like
crazy.
Over 100 years ago. Oops.
But still not that long. Like.
Yeah. I also I'm really bad at knowing holidays because I thought Columbus Day was in January, but that's in October. And then I don't know my geography, so.
Same.
So Norway.
Norway. Okay. So, yeah, especially these town names and stuff.
I guess you could always, if you don't know how, because I actually thought about this, like putting it up onto Google, like, or like having Siri say it, you can always do that too. How to say it. I was thinking about starting to do that because my mom, she listens to the podcast, and the Stephen case, she was like, you said Yosemite wrong. She was like, it's not Yosemite, it's Yosemite. And I was like, it was like out of nowhere too. I was just talking to her at Christmas, and she was like, yeah, you said Yosemite wrong. And I was just like, what? And I was so confused. She's like, your podcast. You said to let you know if you say anything wrong. You said it wrong. And I was like, oh. So shout out to my mom for correcting me.
Yeah, thanks.
Otherwise, I would have kept saying it wrong. So I might start doing that so I don't embarrass myself. But at the same time, if we don't know how to pronounce it, please don't blame us. We are trying our best.
Yeah, exactly. We are from the US of A. We don't know how to pronounce a lot of things.
Talking is hard.
Talking is very hard.
Okay, I keep derailing this, so you should just tell me to shut up.
No, it's okay. Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. I just sounded it out in my head. Okay. Sorry if I butcher every single one of these.
Do you ever realize how like sometimes it's really hard to like get back from laughing so hard? You just keep laughing because it just gets funnier, even though it wasn't really that funny.
Exactly.
Oh my god, that just killed me. That's like the hardest I've laughed in forever. And this is why you're my best friend.
Exactly, same. Every time we hang out, we literally like laugh till we cry.
I was literally crying. Okay.
Ooh, here we go. Take 2.
Last resort would be having Siri say it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'm ready.
In surnatal municipality, Norway, 1968, a beautiful couple named Helga and Inga Arseth gave birth to their son, Oystein Arseth.
Those are some pretty names.
Yeah, they are. And they're not that hard to pronounce, which is great. Love that. 10 out of 10, recommend.
We love that for us.
We do. Oystein also had a brother, but due to the controversial events that you're about to hear about, he has been kept anonymous to this day. Not too much is known about Oystein's early life, but he was known to be quiet and did well in elementary school, all the way up to high school. Towards the end of high school, he was achieving the best possible grades, but in 1984, when his final exams came around, he didn't attend them. He decided that school wasn't for him, and formed a band with 2 other friends, Dorn and Kettle. Yeah. That's also totally spelled totally crazy.
Different?
Yeah.
How's it spelled?
Ajetil. I had to watch a video to figure out how that was pronounced.
I'm not trying to like be rude or anything, but like that's interesting.
It is interesting. They do have a lot of like
cool
interesting
spellings.
Names. Yeah.
That's cool though.
It is. I like hearing like names from other places because it's like we've never heard of those names before. Like,
I love unique names.
Me too. Okay, the 3 of them formed the band Mayhem.
Is that spelled like
regular Mayhem?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wondering. I'm intrigued.
Oystein decided to focus on his new band and leave school for good. 2 years after its creation, Mayhem would release their first album on cassette tape, which was named Pure Fucking Armageddon. Eventually, the band members decided to go by stage names. And I'm going to refer to them by their stage names now. So, Oystein became known as Euronymous. Dorn gave himself the concerning name of Necro Butcher.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
And he's the one that like this is about?
No, it's mainly about Oystein, which is Euronymous. And Kettle left the band shortly after their first album. This caused Oystein and Jorn to welcome 2 new members to the band. New vocalist Per Olin gave himself the stage name Dead. So, Dead, Euronymous, and Necrobutcher are the only ones in the band right now.
Is Euronymous really a word, or
Euronymous? No.
I was just wondering, because I was like, is there like a theme here?
Yeah. Okay. And the new drummer, Jan Axel Blomberg, went by Hellhammer. So, we have Euronymous, Hellhammer, Necrobutcher, and Dead.
Interesting.
Yeah. Mayhem's members took their alter egos very seriously. They began to talk, perform, and even behave like them. Euronymous, Dead, and Hellhammer were living in a small house in the woodland. They called this place, quote, the hen house, where they could be as loud and as reckless as they wanted during band rehearsals. When the band was first created, the Norwegian black metal scene was not very big. Although other bands sang about Satanism, hating Christianity, violence, and death, none of them ever acted on what they sang about. Euronymous was a theistic Satanist, meaning that he believed in Satan as a real and existent deity. He also claimed that he believed that pain and misery should be spread, and that he had a burning hatred for the human race.
Oh, okay.
That's concerning.
That is very concerning.
Although he was raised as a Christian, they let him leave the church when he was 15 years old. His edgy and dark attitude often got on the nerves of those around him, especially the other members of the band. The hen house seemed to have a lot of tension after moving in, and Euronymous and Dead would often clash. One night, Dead would even leave the house to sleep in the woods so he could get away from Euronymous.
Aw, that's
I know.
sad.
It gets even more.
Oh no.
Yeah. Dead unfortunately suffered from mental health issues that included depression, which would sadly lead to his tragic death in April of 1991. During that month, Euronymous returned home after running some errands. He opened the front door and noticed blood scattered around the home. And as he followed the trail, he realized that it led to Dead's bedroom. Dead had tragically taken his own life. He had cut his wrist and neck with a hunting knife before shooting himself in the forehead with a shotgun. That makes me so sad.
Yeah, I'm like tearing up right
I know.
now. Like, I feel so bad for him.
I know, me too.
So sorry for him and his family. Crying.
I know.
I'm literally crying. Okay. Whew, okay. That was tough.
Yeah. He left a brief suicide note stating that he had to do what he did and that no one would understand the true reason of why he did it. In it, he also asked his friends to excuse all the blood. That makes me so sad because that's what he's worried about.
Yeah, it's wow. I have no words right now. I'm speechless. Like
that gotta be some bad friends for you to worry. Like,
well, no, not necessarily. Like,
well, Euronymous. I mean, they were.
Yeah, but like at the same time, most people who do that only really think about stuff like that. They don't really care about anything else. So, like, it's just kind of like, wow, he really like cared about what others, that's just sad.
It is sad. Okay, so listen to this. This is where it gets just crazy. Okay, this is where it gets literally crazy. Instead of mourning and grieving over his close friend's death, or even calling the police or an ambulance, no police or ambulance was called, by the way.
What?
Euronymous went down a very dark path. He left the house, bought a camera, and returned home. This is when he rearranged Dead's body and placed items around him to create a dramatic-looking scene. He then took photos to save for a disturbing reason. After the suicide took place, Jorn, aka Necrobutcher, left the band and the home for good. Euronymous excitedly called the remaining housemate, Hellhammer, to tell him what had happened. He found it cool that Dead was now dead, but Hellhammer was furious and distraught. Euronymous then collected parts of Dead's skull and brain matter. Yeah.
What?
It was said that he turned them into necklaces, sent fragments to other death metal musicians, and the worst rumor was that he cooked a stew using bits of his brain. Yeah.
Wait, okay, I can't wrap my head around this. What the heck? What is wrong with him?
But that's not even it. This is the worst part. Well, that was probably the worst part, but this is another one of the worst parts.
My God, how messed up do you have to be?
Because he couldn't get any more unhinged, right? Wrong.
Oh my.
Euronymous had shockingly used one of the photos he took of Dead's lifeless body as a new album cover.
Are you kidding me?
To this day, it is still used as the cover for their album.
Are you kidding me?
The Dawn of Black Hearts. It's deemed one of the darkest album covers in history. And it's literally still out there. For everybody to see.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Instead of calling the police, he went and bought a camera and was all excited and took pictures and used it as an album cover.
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you? Like, why? I have no words. Like, I am so angry.
You're like, wait. Back up a second.
And like with their albums and stuff, like, can you listen to this music still? And like, is that photo on the internet?
Yep. It's all still out there. Like all their music is still out there to listen to. All their album covers are still out there.
He was allowed to literally use that picture.
I guess
as
so.
An album cover.
I guess so. Also, wait till you hear this one thing that I just can't wait to tell everybody, because I was absolutely shocked, and I still am shocked, and I'm probably always going to be shocked about the fact, because
it gets more shocking than this.
Well, it's not really about them. It's just a fact about
Norwegian.
Norwegia.
Norway. Norway. Even my brain was like, yeah, that's right.
Norwegian.
And I was like, wait. It's Norway.
It's Norway.
But we needed that after what you just said about the picture. Like, I'm still stuck on that. Like, I can't.
I know it's a lot to wrap your head around.
I'm never looking up this because I don't want to see that picture.
Who literally takes brain fragments and send them to death metal bands like a freaking trophy? What is wrong with you?
Oh my God, he's psychotic. That's what he is.
Yeah, definitely.
Is he a serial killer?
But wait, listen to this.
Okay.
Eventually, Euronymous would become the victim.
What?
Yeah, this crazy just has a lot of this crazy. This
is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
This story is crazy. I meant to say I was like, this crazy.
It's crazy.
This crazy.
It's crazy up in here today.
It is.
In many ways. Oh my, okay. I was not prepared.
Dorn, who was also known as Necro Butcher, believes that Euronymous' actions were a way of coping after seeing the death of his friend. Definitely don't think so, because he was pretty excited, which is concerning in itself.
I mean, I get that people have different ways of grieving and coping with things, but I don't think that's definitely not a normal way to cope.
That's definitely not one.
And I think he's just crazy.
Yeah, I think so. I really think so.
Okay.
He also said that's when Euronymous had changed and fully became the alter ego he portrayed. His actions were even more reckless and vile, and drove a strong wedge between him and his current friends. He had gotten extremely into Satanism and focused merely on this within his music. From here on out, the black metal scene in Norway became more macabre and more about Satanism and evil. So he basically started like a more Satanistic trend in black metal bands doing this, because they were pretty big.
Oh, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
This was like in the 1990s. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I just want to make sure my microphone's working. Okay. I was like, I thought I actually clicked mute. Sorry. I was like looking at the screen and I was like, is it working? Okay, sorry.
Euronymous started encouraging the topics that he sang about. In this time, he also created his own record. Euronymous would promote other bands if they had the same vision as his own. One of these artists is Varg Vikernes. I don't know if I pronounced that last name right.
Oh no, the cat's going upstairs. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Fine.
Sorry.
they have stuff.
Okay.
Okay, Varg was 5 years younger than Euronymous. He fit in very well with the scene, and now, along with his own music, Varg became the new bass guitarist for Mayhem. The newfound friendship between Varg and Euronymous wouldn't last long. Of course. Soon after
Why would you want to be friends with that?
Yeah, seriously. Soon after, their friendship turned into a rivalry over who could be the most provocative and shocking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Their rivalry would put the black metal community right into the public light in June of 1992 when the Phantom Stage Church suddenly caught on fire. Originally, it was suspected to be a lightning strike, but later into the investigation, it was concluded to have been an act of arson.
How? Okay, back up for a quick second.
Yeah.
I didn't know lightning could catch things on fire like that. That's possible?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure because there was probably, it probably could. Because electricity and stuff.
Insane.
Yeah.
And they just, arson is one of my biggest fears.
Yeah.
Like, oof. No, I don't like that.
Well, check this out. The perpetrator was later revealed to have been Varg.
Okay, I was expecting that
Yeah.
because he probably did it out of rage because they had a rivalry.
His motive was to, quote, to support the black metal ideologies of Satanism.
So you catch things on fire.
Yeah.
Catch a building on fire. Okay.
Church on fire.
Makes sense.
A picture of the burnt-up remains of the chapel was later used as the cover of one of Varg's solo albums.
What is wrong with these people?
A dead body and a burnt church for some album covers.
I mean, the burnt church is a little bit more acceptable, but it's still not okay.
Yeah.
Because you committed a crime, you took a picture of it, and now you're your album cover? Oh my gosh.
Smart.
Okay.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you people?
Oh my.
People began associating all black metal bands.
You said it right the first time.
I said bands.
I heard bands.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
As violent Satan worshippers. Although only a portion of black metal bands were that extreme. The burning of Phantom Stage Church sparked a spree of church burnings across the country, all of which were done to promote the image of black metal. That's totally...
Of course.
Yeah.
I literally rolled my eyes when she said that.
Yeah.
And I looked up at the ceiling like, oh my god, really? Why? Why do that?
I know.
You're committing a crime.
Yeah, black metal! We're gonna burn up a church!
I listen to metal music, but don't do this.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Oh my god. Now I could see why metal gets a bad rap because of this, probably.
Varg was present at many of these burnings.
I was expecting that.
Shortly after these, also it said that Euronymous was only seen at one of them, but I'm sure he was at more of them because of who he is as a person.
Probably. I would expect him to be there more than one, too.
Yeah. Shortly after these burnings, Euronymous organized an interview with a Christian news reporter, where Varg explained how the black metal community is the enemy of Christianity. He also claimed to have killed a man a few years prior, but to this day, it is still yet to be proven. Obviously, the goal of this interview was to shock and scare many people.
I really hope he didn't actually kill somebody.
Yeah, me too. That's a little concerning.
Did the police even look into that?
I think they did, yeah, but they couldn't find any evidence of it, so.
He was probably just lying to promote, like.
Yeah, he was probably like.
He was like,
I'm a crazy black metal Satanist and I have killed somebody.
Yeah, so you should do it too, or something like that.
Yeah,
See what he's saying. He's like, I'm a, like, I don't know. I'm cool, but he's really not. He's the opposite of it.
Yeah.
He's lame. Don't do this, guys.
Don't do this. By August 1993, the feud between Euronymous and Varg had gotten a lot worse. Varg's solo albums had started to sell relatively well, and Euronymous, who was his record label, owed him a lot of money. The competitive behavior between both of them had heightened. After Varg's church burning, Euronymous knew it would be hard to top him.
You took pictures of your friend who killed himself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that tops everything, buddy, but okay.
Okay.
Out of the blue, a mutual friend, which was a woman, I'll show you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to look up pictures of this because
I'll show you.
Not that picture.
Yeah,
but
not that.
But I want to look up pictures of of the people.
You should see them. Like at first, they look so normal and really, like people that we would hang out with.
Yeah, and then they are crazy.
Yeah, literally.
Like I want to see them like before they like turn into these like all their egos, and then after they turn into alter egos.
Because with their makeup on, they look. I mean, that was the goal.
Question. No, my question's stupid. Never mind.
What?
I was gonna ask, like, is Black Veil Brides considered black metal because they wear makeup?
No,
I wouldn't think so.
Black metal is like super harsh.
Okay.
Like super.
Oh. I mean, I listen to like all screamo, so not like as much anymore. But I used to listen to like Asking Alexandria and but I still listen to them. Yeah. But like the Devil Wears Prada, I listen to them. But like I don't
remember your boss.
I don't think he hasn't looked at me the same since then. So yeah, that was interesting. I think I scared him a little bit.
Thought you were into Taylor Swift.
And I was like, no.
No.
I was like, you don't know me. Oh God, I really hope they don't listen. Like none
we
of my
just
coworkers.
Come back from a Hollywood Undead concert.
Yeah, I really hope none of my coworkers listens to this because like, oof, big oof. Don't judge me, guys.
Yeah.
I think my one coworker does. And I'm just like, ooh.
That's okay.
Things that come up in this, and sometimes the things that I say, I'm so stupid sometimes. Okay, anyway, derailed again. I'm just a person that just derails a train, I guess.
No, same. With us, the train is always derailing.
ADHD, man.
Out of the blue, a mutual friend, who was also close to Euronymous, had warned him that he was in danger. Varg, by the way.
Wait, Euronymous is talking to this lady?
No, this lady talked to Varg. That was because she was also friends with Euronymous.
Okay, but she was telling Varg that he's in danger.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I was trying to pay attention, but like after like derailing, I was like trying to focus back in, and I'm just like, ooh, butterfly. Okay, I understand now though.
Apparently, Euronymous was planning to do something horrifying to Varg. Varg was told that Euronymous planned to stun him with a stun gun, tie him up, and drag him out into the middle of the woods where he would torture him to death.
What?
First of all, what was going through your head that you would tell somebody your plan?
Yeah, like, let me just trust you enough to tell you this plan.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to drag my friend to the woods and murder him. Okay.
Do you feel like you're that close with this person that you need to tell them your plan?
And did he not know that she was also friends with Varg?
You would think that, or maybe he was like, "Oh, she's more friends with me, so she'll take my side or whatever." But
like it's literally a mutual friend.
Do you really trust her not to go to the police with this?
Exactly. Like it's a mutual friend. Like that's just crazy to me.
Like, okay, I'm gonna tell somebody that I'm gonna murder somebody, and I'm gonna trust you enough not to go to the police.
What is wrong with you?
What kind of friends do you have, man?
Seriously.
And who are you? Like, what's wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
My, this case is just
crazy.
Circle of crazy.
It is crazy. I remember just watching like, I watched a YouTube video about this for the first time, and I'm just like, what? Like, as soon as I thought the worst had come, it just kept getting crazier.
And I was like, oh, but
what?
wait, there's more.
There's more twists and turns.
Like, but wait, there's more.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh my. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really, like, I'm on the edge of my seat, like, in my mind.
Yeah,
I'm sitting back comfy because my butt hurts.
There's still some more crazy to come.
Okay. I'm so into this right now. Like, I'm so interested in, like, what's happening.
Okay.
Most, like, insane cases
I know.
heard.
So all this, him taking him to the woods to torture him, apparently, this was said to be done to create the black metal scene's first snuff film.
Oh my. This is just, oh my god.
First of all, why would you associate a snuff film with black metal, first of all?
Yeah, I don't know why you would even do that.
Second of all, what is wrong with you?
Exactly. What is wrong with
What
you?
is wrong with you?
Plastered up everywhere.
Seriously.
The black metal scene.
I'm going to write it on my forehead.
Of this. They should just had it on their foreheads.
Exactly.
They should have been wearing t-shirts that said it. Sleeping.
And she's on the little donut.
Aw.
So cute.
Be eeping.
Little sleepy eepy kitties. Okay.
We needed that little cute moment for a second.
Yeah. We were looking at the kittens. To ease our minds. Now back to the craziness.
I'm ready.
On August 10th, 1993, Euronymous asked Varg if he could drop off some unsigned contracts at his place. Varg became extremely suspicious over this, mostly because all formalities are done at the top. So he's like, why are we taking the papers over to your house? We do this here, you know?
Yeah.
And also, he was also just told that Euronymous wanted to kill him, basically, so he's like, you know, like, going on.
Yeah.
So,
be suspicious of it, too.
Varg became... Oh, I literally already said that. Apparently, Euronymous had seemed to be acting strangely, too. Varg eventually made his way up to Euronymous' front door, and as soon as he entered, the two started conversing, both of them seemingly on edge. When Varg raised his arm to hand Euronymous the contracts, Euronymous panicked and kicked him in the chest, thinking that he was going to attack him because he arm up. He thought he was going to get hit.
Told that he was going to get murdered.
So Euronymous kicked him.
Yeah, Euronymous kicked Varg?
Yeah, Euronymous kicked Varg. He thought Varg was going to hit him.
But he wasn't Euronymous handing him the contracts?
No, Varg brought the contracts up to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had it backwards.
Euronymous then ran to the kitchen to grab a knife, but somewhere along the way, a struggle between the two ensued. With both men prepared to kill each other, it was obvious only one would be coming out of this alive. Wrestling over a knife, Varg eventually snatched it out of Euronymous' hands. Now in control, he began to repeatedly stab him with it. Euronymous tried to run away, but with each step, he was met with another stab wound. By the time he reached his apartment's public stairwell, Euronymous was dead at the age of 25.
Wow.
It was literally like
Who
they
could
were
do it
going to
first?
kill each other.
Yeah,
So it was like whichever
like,
one was dead first. Like,
yeah, whichever one was able to do it first.
Yep.
It was just luck of the draw, I guess. Wow.
Yeah. Varg fled. Oh, wait.
How can a friendship go from a friendship to that kind of rivalry?
I know. I mean, like, they've been hating each other for a while, but still, like that.
What happened to make you guys hate each other so much?
No.
I would never imagine doing that to somebody.
I know.
Being like that.
Crazy. I think, honestly, Euronymous just had a lot of fucking problems.
Yeah, he was just like, I'm just too traumatized.
Yeah.
Like, same time, like
I genuinely think he was crazy.
Yeah, he might have had like some mental health issue
Yeah.
that wasn't like diagnosed, and he probably needed help and didn't
Because
get
the
it.
fact that he had a rivalry with Dead, and then he had a rivalry with Varg, like, that should tell you something. Why is he getting in so many rivalries with his friends that they hate him so bad? You know what I'm saying? Like, and why would Dead go sleep in the woods because of him? Like,
yeah,
that just kind of tells you, like, how he was.
just needed help and didn't get it.
Yeah.
Or he's just downright psychotic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally. But listen to this. This is literally crazy. He had endured 2 stab wounds to the head, 5 to the neck, and 16 to the back. Crazy. That is a lot of fucking...
Mark had to be very angry.
Yeah, definitely.
Do that. And I can't even imagine stabbing somebody in the head, how much force you would have to have, because how thick your skull is.
That's just crazy.
And then, like, I can't.
Varg fled the scene and traveled back to his apartment in Bergen to lay low. It wasn't long before Euronymous' body was found, because obviously it was in a public apartment stairwell, so clearly somebody was going to see it.
Oh, so I feel bad for that person who found
it.
it.
I'd probably be traumatized for the rest of my life.
There's probably a lot of...
Yeah. After all those stabbing, it would have been traumatizing. That would have been enough for me. I would have been moving across the country.
Or to another country at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, poor person who found him.
I know.
And why... Okay, Varg, you just killed somebody. Why would you put them in the stairwell?
Well, he was following him. Like, Euronymous was trying to get away. That's just where he got to.
So you just left him there.
Yeah, he left him.
You want to try to move the body to cover it up a little bit?
I guess not. Like, gotta go, bye.
Okay.
I guess he didn't even, like, try and cover his tracks. He was just like,
he's like,
I'm
I
out.
did it. I'm out.
Like, if I get caught, I get caught. He did not like him. He did not care.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. We told you this story was crazy.
Yeah, I'm mind blown right now.
At first, officers had no idea who killed him, but after speaking to friends, family, and even some fans, they learned of the hatred between him and Varg. 9 days later, Varg was finally arrested for the murder of Euronymous. Upon his arrest, police found over 150 kilograms of explosive in his flat that he shared with 2 other people.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of explosives. What were you going to do with those? That's a little
He was probably
concerning.
going to blow up his whole entire house.
Oh my god.
And probably the people who live with him too, and himself probably.
Crazy.
Or he was going to go to like another church or something.
Yeah. That's probably what they were for. Probably for things or something.
Or maybe he was going to take it. I don't know.
We don't want to know what he was going to do with those.
I don't want to know. I just want to know what's wrong with you.
Yeah, what is wrong with you? That's the real question.
Oh my. And how old was he at this time? Was he the same age as Euronymous?
He was 5 years younger.
He was 20.
Yeah.
God.
20 years old.
You just turned to be an adult pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't even...
This is like the worst part. Like, I mean, no, it's not.
It's
not the worst part, but
this is the worst part of all of it.
No, it's just crazy to me. Like, my mind is completely blown, and you guys need to know about this because I'm just shook and I don't know how to feel about this. Well, I do know how to feel because it's insane. But okay, here we go. On May 2nd, 1994, his trial began. Varg argued that he was acting in self-defense and that Euronymous had attacked him first, but Varg's defense was rejected by the jury. The testimonies from those close to Varg claimed it was a planned murder. May 19th, 1994, Varg was found guilty of murder, arson, theft, and possession of explosives. As a result, wait for this, he was sentenced to 21 years in prison, which is the maximum penalty anyone can serve in Norway.
I want to throw my microphone right now.
Anyone. It doesn't matter how bad the crime is. It could be like you killed half the world. And you can only go to jail for 21 years.
I wish you could see my face right now because the way I just had my mouth open.
Like, I can't even believe it. I'm shocked.
Throwing this microphone across the room. I'm so angry. Why?
Why?
If they killed somebody, you should be life in prison.
Exactly.
No possibility of parole. You should suffer because you took a life.
Like, nobody could get life no matter how bad the crime is. That's terrifying. Like, somebody, like, oh my god. Like, just what? Like, what? And, like, somebody could do the worst crime in the entire world and get 21 years.
Like, oh, you're just gonna get, like, a slap on the wrist for that. You're just gonna go to prison for 21 years, you know?
What is wrong with
You'll
you,
be 40 by the time you
Norway?
get out, so you can still live the rest of your life.
I'd honestly be scared to go there because I would feel like all the
So
serial
does that
killers
mean he's
go there.
out now? Because it's been...
Yeah, he's out. He's been out.
I don't know if you heard that, but I just dropped my microphone. I dropped it.
Drop.
I dropped it because of how...
Yeah, 21 years is the maximum anybody can serve. That's just...
Okay, I'm ready for more, I guess.
There's only a tiny bit more.
Well, good. I don't know how much more this I can take.
While serving time, Varg continued to make music and wrote a couple of books. These books were about his religious and political views, which were a little questionable to say the least. I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't want to read
after
that.
you've been to prison?
Yeah.
You didn't like change your ways? You're just like, oh, I'm just gonna stay the same crazy person I was. Because, I killed somebody. I'm just going to stay like that. Like, that's why you should get more time in prison.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I'm so angry.
One of his books was called Varg's Speech, which told his side of the story and ultimately talked about his own views on the world.
Narcissist much?
Yeah. Varg was released in March 2009. He eventually started his own YouTube channel, which had over 250,000 subscribers before being banned in 2019. When his YouTube channel was terminated, he declared he was officially done with the internet. This case is a tough one because both the victim and the perpetrator weren't good people, but Euronymous still had a family, friends, and fans who loved him, which is, sad for them, but because he was a good person before he totally snapped and became his alter ego.
Yeah.
Like, his family said how, nice and, loving of a person he was,
but
so
people
and then,
hide it.
Yeah, and then just, they said, I don't know when he snapped, but the beginning of it all.
The catalyst could have been whenever Dad died.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if that was just the catalyst, it was there the whole time.
Yeah.
It was just hidden.
This whole story was just crazy because two band members.
So from 1994, whenever he got put in prison, to 2009, that was 21 years.
Yeah.
You're kidding me. Am I that? Oh my, no, it's 18 years. Oh wait. 15 years. So he only served 15 years.
That's nice.
And I can't believe whenever he got out in 2009, he had 250,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like, who wants to watch that? He also killed somebody.
He also, was sharing his views about, Nazi stuff, and apparently was a neo-Nazi. Not sure what that is, but that's what they said that he was.
Neo-Nazi is people who are alive now.
Yeah.
That still support what Hitler did.
Oh my God.
And they support Nazis, and they believe that was the right thing to do.
Oh no. Fitting for him.
Yeah, fitting for him.
Pretty fitting for
him. But, at the same time, 250,000 people were watching that.
That's a little concerning.
That's very concerning. And that's probably, all over the world.
No wonder he got banned.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah.
So then, if he was 20 in 1994. 20 in 1994.
See a picture of him?
Yeah, I do. That was 29 years ago. So 20 plus 29. He's 49 now. He's 49 now. Doesn't seem like that old.
I know.
Me the creeps.
Just because you know what he did, that.
Yeah.
This is the old picture of him.
See, if you look like that, if you would dress like that, and you wouldn't be psychotic, it would be fine.
Exactly. That's why I said they look totally normal. They look like metalheads. Total normal metalheads.
You could dress however you want, and you could be a nice person.
Exactly.
Dress like a metalhead. You can do that.
Yep.
And you could be the nicest person ever. But if you dress like a metalhead and you're psychotic, and you're just psychotic.
Yep.
You
exactly.
could be the most normal person, looking person ever, and still be crazy and kill people, and you're still psychotic. It doesn't matter how you look. It's just how you are as a person.
Exactly. Show you a picture of your arm.
Okay.
Here's a picture of them in their stage makeup.
Oh, excellent. I don't know how to work an iPhone. I don't have an iPhone.
There we go.
See, like,
click on the picture underneath it too. You can see all.
Like, okay, the makeup's a little weird, but like it kind of reminds me of like Blackville Brides.
Exactly, like a
kinda
metal band, like yeah.
And that one reminds me of Ghost. Band Ghost.
Like they totally just look like regular, like a regular metal band.
Yeah, but like when you add the psychoticness to it,
yeah.
It's just not okay.
You know, this is him like normally,
like before the makeup.
If you want, you could scroll down because there's more pictures of him. Just look through them.
Okay, he's not. He was a decent looking kid.
Yeah, exactly. So was
he
Varg.
Was pretty good looking.
Varg was really good looking as when he was young.
Like he reminds me of Kind of reminds me. I should know this. Lead singer of My Chemical Romance.
Oh my god, I know his name. I can't think of it either. I know who it is.
Him.
Yeah,
a little bit. Like he was pretty, like good looking.
I know.
Why'd you have to be crazy?
Exactly. Why'd you have to go crazy?
You could have did something better. You could have wrote like metal music and actually did something good and help people.
Exactly.
But instead, you did the complete opposite, and then you unfortunately got murdered. But
exactly.
Like, you could have did your life differently.
Mm-hmm.
Could have got the help you needed. You could have got therapy or something, and you probably could have lived your life out to be great.
Look how normal.
Yeah, he looks so normal in that. Yeah. Like he looks normal. Like what? I want to know what happened. Something had to have happened between them. And we probably won't ever know because he probably won't talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But something had to happen.
And we never will know because Euronymous isn't here to tell the story.
Yeah,
so
like at the same time too, like we probably will never know. There's just no way it could have went from 0 to 100 like that.
Yeah.
There had to have been something in there. Unless Euronymous just was that insane.
Yeah, exactly. Like, was it him because he had a feud with 2 people? Or, like, was it... I don't know. I just want to know, but we don't know.
I don't know.
So many questions without answers. But it's a wild story.
It is a wild story. Wow. You hear about those 3 people that were found by that person's home? Or in that guy's home?
Yeah.
For, like, football?
Yeah, and he didn't know about it?
They were frozen to death outside, and then he wanted to move after, like he started moving after the police found them. He moved out like the next day, and then he was like, "Oh, they must have just froze to death. They were your friends."
What do you mean they must have just froze to death? How would they have frozen to death? How would you let them freeze to death?
But I've been like trying to find stuff on it, but like it's just like interesting.
It's so weird to me. There's no way that he couldn't have known, like, not known about it. Because, like, how...
He has dogs, so he would have went outside and saw them.
Exactly. And, like, how wouldn't you know that your friends were outside for that long?
Yeah.
Like, that you know that they weren't there, so, like, where were they? You wouldn't go check on them?
Cars were still in the driveway and stuff.
Exactly. Like, something is up. Like, that's totally...
I just want to know if you heard about that.
Yeah.
I know I sent you a couple TikToks about it. And then, like, I also saw this one, which this is crazy. This lady, she smoked weed, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And then she stabbed her boyfriend 118 times.
Oh my god.
And then blamed it on the weed.
What?
And I was like, yeah, sure, weed will do that to you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And
then she got, guess what her sentence was? Community service.
What is wrong with the system?
Yeah.
I'm mad. That just made me so mad.
Like, this case reminded me of those 2 things. That's why I wanted to tell you about that. But, like, her thing was community service.
Oh my god.
For like 21 months or something like that.
That's insane. Oh yeah, weed made me kill him. Here's some community service. Like, what is wrong with you?
But you stabbed him 118 times.
Exactly. Yeah. Blame the weed. Go ahead.
I was just like... What's wrong with you?
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with people? People are crazy.
People are crazy.
That's why we lock our doors.
Why I lock my doors, I lock my car, and like
lock everything.
I don't know. But yeah. So stay tuned for next week.
Yes, we will come at you with another crazy case.
Well, it's gonna be part 2.
Yeah,
from my part 1 from 2 months ago.
I'm so ready to find out what happens with the story, like the second part, because I know what's gonna happen, and I'm just ready for it.
Yeah, so
crazy.
I have part 2 a little bit done, and then I don't know. We'll record. Do you want to just plan on this now? Like recording next week? Would Friday work again for you? Okay, Friday.
Friday could be our day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Friday probably be the best day, especially because like I work Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
So if we go late, like on a weekday, I'm gonna be so tired.
Yeah.
The next day, so
we can like watch a movie after if we get done early or something.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Because like I don't work Saturdays, so so it works out. But and then I guess that would mean our new upload day would be Saturdays. Yeah. So instead of Fridays, our new upload day is gonna be Saturday.
Stay tuned.
Woo!
Woo!
Okay. I forget how we end this.
We will see you then, and we love you.
Stay positive.
Yeah.
Don't do arson.
Don't do arson. Don't kill anybody.
Don't do that. Don't take pictures of dead bodies.
No, don't do that. Don't use them as an album cover. That's for darn sure.
Don't use a burned church as an album cover either.
Don't do that.
And be nice to your friends. Yeah. Be there for them. Spread positivity. Be a kind human. And we love you.
Yeah, we don't want to cover you on the podcast.
Yeah, please don't.
We love you.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.